godly lives through repetition.
That's all right.
Of wise thoughts and choices. The book is also strongly directed at our young people, but it also touches on our adults. You know, it directly says that parents should discipline their children. Yes, that means whoopings, just in case y'all was just thinking in your minds. That means, no, talk to me, no. That means whoopings. Because in the end, it may save our lives.
Amen.
See, if we raise right, then we're going to go right, and we're going to go down the right road. Right. But if we raise wrong, then we're going to go down the wrong road. That's simple as that. But today I want to talk to you about a universal problem. And that's parents and children both. We both have this problem. And that problem is listening and paying attention.
All right, man. All right.
See, some people think they are listening, but they are actually just hearing. Hearing is the feeling that you get when you can actually tell that somebody's speaking to you. It is not actually paying attention. Paying attention and listening are in the same category. Because if you're paying attention to me, not only are you focused on me, but then you are actually comprehending what I'm saying. But if you're just hearing me, that you know that words is coming out of my mouth, they just going out that other ear.
Come on, preacher.
You teaching.
Come on, preacher.
Now, this problem is a problem that we both have because it's kind of hard to take the time to sit down and listen to a problem that's not yours. We all have our own problems.
All right.
And if we sit down listening to your problem, then it may help our problem. That's the part that we don't get.
All right.
If we just listen to our parents and pay attention to what they have already been through, then once we go through it, we already got the instructions and know what to do.
Amen.
But then it's vice versa, because if you listen to your kids and now that you've already been through the problem, you can help them to learn how to get through that problem. Just as you did, and you might have saw a better way to get through it than you did.
All right. Right.
Now, Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. Seek his will in all your ways, and he will direct your path. We all get so busy talking and doing what we want to do instead of paying attention to what God has to say to us. Because if we follow through with some of the decisions that we might make, then it usually, not always, sometimes we did it kind of right, you know, because we kind of listened to him. We didn't do all of it. But usually it ends us in deep trouble, something that we can't get ourselves out of. Now we're crying and praying to him, asking him, oh, what should I do? No, I already told you what to do. It's what he's going to tell you. And you didn't follow what I told you to do, so now you get yourself out of this problem.
Come on now.
All right.
I heard so many times people say, I should have followed my first mind.
All right.
People be like, oh, well, I should have did this instead of doing that. I should have went with the first thing that came to me. I call that first mind God. God is coming to you. He trying to tell you something. You're just not listening to him. But how many of y'all know he got a way of getting y'all to listen to him?
All right.
God says that it is not right. That it is not the right for a woman to be the one who has to teach the children. It is also for the men. So in this case, we follow through with that, and we want to both teach and listen. Pay attention and listen. It all comes back to listening. If we listen to our word, we're going to go down the right path. If we don't, how many of y'all know what's going to happen at the end? See, when God comes to you, he says things like, those people aren't your friends. Then you say things like, well, they're the popular crowd. I want to go with them. I want to do what they do. God says, that's not the right woman for you. What you say? Nah, she fine. She got to be the right one for me. God says, you cannot afford that house or that car. What you do? I got to keep up with the Johnsons and the Joneses. They whipping in the Bentley. Why can't I have it?
All right.
It's not meant for you, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
God says, riding in that car, and you don't know the driver and their situation,
Listen,
and then
girl.
you say, no, but that's the ride to the party of the century.
Listen, young
if
girl.
I don't go now, then I ain't going to be able to make it. Well, maybe that's not meant for you.
That's right.
See, then God says, that woman ain't your wife.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm really starting up. God says, that woman ain't your wife. Oh, but then we say, what the wife don't know won't hurt. I know y'all heard that before.
He's a young preacher, elder.
God says, don't try that drug.
Uh-oh.
You're like, oh, well, it's not addicting. I can just try it once. But the thing about drugs, y'all, I'm serious about this point. The thing about drugs is it distorts your mind. It actually gets you in a mental situation that you sometimes can't get yourself out of. Even if it's not addicting, you're still, in a way, physically addicted to it because now that you like it, you're like, oh, why should I stop? It's not addicting. I can stop when I want to. Well, you just didn't stop. If you notice what you just did, you didn't stop.
All right.
Because you can't. You just think you can't.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Truth is, whatever God tells you is for real. And some of y'all might not believe that either. That's up to y'all. But when you get to paying attention to God and actually following what He tells you to do, your life is going to be so much better.
Oh, yes.
I'm trying to tell you something here today, but I don't think some of y'all listening. The message is going to slip right past you if you ain't listening to me. See, when God comes to you and tries to tell you things and you don't listen, He has a way of making you listen. And when He makes you listen, now that you are listening, then you follow His direction. But how many of y'all know y'all could have just did it the easy way and follow His direction?
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
No matter how bad you think the road is, no matter, because He never said it was going to be easy. Don't sit up there and tell that lie. God said if I follow Him, it's going to be. No, He never told you that.
All right.
But the thing about what He did tell you is at the end, when you do get your blessings, then it is going to be better.
All right.
But there's a rough road to go down to get there. And you might think you got enough problems now and you can't handle no more, but how many of y'all know God never puts on you more than you can bear?
All right. Come on.
When God comes to you and He's speaking, trying to tell you something, and then you decide to follow your own path, eventually you're going to get to where He wanted you to be, just not in the way that He wanted you to be in. See, your path might be rough now, but soon it might just get rougher. Y'all going to have to hold in there, hold on.
All right.
How many of y'all know, just like my grandfather used to tell me, help's on the way.
All right.
That's
right.
I need to also tell you today that when we are following our own understanding and we are thinking how we want to think instead of thinking how He wants us to think,
Take your time.
He has His own way of getting your attention.
He
has His own way of getting you to start to actually listen.
Oh yeah.
See, the world will dazzle you with promises of higher living and riches and fame, and you get all out of tune with the money, and you're fooled by fake images of things.
Right.
You see, if you get hit to the real thing, like I did, then you will be in the situation that I am in today. I'm in a good mental state.
All right.
I stay happy and I stay prayed up.
All right.
Those two things correspond to each other in a very good way. Stay happy, stay prayed up. You see, Jesus is that real thing that I was saying. Just in case you didn't know, He is the only thing in this world that we are for sure to hold on to.
All right.
He said He left to prepare a place for us.
All right.
You ask, how did I know this? How did I know Jesus is for real? I mean, He only died for us, you know. He not only died for me, but then He died for you too.
Amen.
So the same thing that goes for me goes for you too.
All right.
He went to the cross for us, y'all.
All right now.
But the greatest gift was when He got up from that grave.
All right.
And when he rose with all powers in his hand. Many years ago, God talked about a man named Noah.
Yeah.
He was 600 years old. How many of y'all know that? 600. But think about it. You can always teach an old dog new tricks. You're never too old to listen and to pay attention. And God has his own way of helping you listen and pay attention. You see, God told Noah, the world is a troublesome place like it is today, y'all. He told Noah. Now, for a second, before I get into that, I want y'all to just think about it. What if God came to you today and said, go out there in that parking lot and build an ark? A full-blown ark to fit thousands of people on it. But I want you, your wife, your son, and his wife to build it. Just y'all four.
Come on.
Think about how long that's going to take y'all. Now, how many of y'all would have did it? Honestly, how many of y'all would have did it? Just think to yourself. If you would have built a full-blown ark, there's no rain in sight. There's no way that it's about to flood. What is he talking about? God telling me it's about to flood, y'all. Y'all believe this? No. But then Noah actually listened. So he told him, I'm going to do some cleaning. So here's what I want you to do. Go build an ark on dry land. Then I want you, your wife, your son, and his wife to get on it. Whoever else gets on it, that's up to them. Now, I'm talking about floods that came in. They flooded them so bad to the point where you can see from that ark tops of mountains. This is an ark that actually stayed afloat. I wonder why that is. How many of y'all know an ark can save y'all today, y'all?
Amen.
It is not the same ark that Noah built, but it's the ark that we are all trying to get on, I assume, from you being here in church today. Trying to get on just in case another flood does happen.
All right.
How many of y'all can honestly say today that if God came for the rapture, y'all would be ready? See, there is a song. There's a storm out on the ocean, and it's moving this old way. If your soul's not
anchored in Jesus.
Come on now, somebody ought to help me out. It's raining today, church. It's raining. How many of y'all gonna get on this ark? See, it is a for sure ark. Without him, your life will be like a ship on an angry sea. Without a sail.
Come on, preacher.
Church, I say to you today, first of all, fire is hot, water is wet, and fat meat is greasy.
All right.
Everything should not have to be proven to you. You should listen to something. And God, it is for sure. Deliverance waits for you. Don't trip on what you think you know. And don't get caught up paying attention and not paying attention and not listening to what God has to tell you.
All right.
I hear somebody in here ask them, what do I need to do
To be saved.
Well, don't you worry. My advice is about the only thing here today that's free. All you need to do is get a burning desire to follow Jesus.
Amen.
No matter what
Amen.
happens, y'all, I'm talking about a fiery, flaming desire to follow Jesus. No matter what can stand, nothing can stand in your way if you have the desire that I'm talking about. I'm talking about a desire that shows other people that you have the desire so they can have the same desire that you do.
All right.
This desire is not a desire that you can hold to yourself. You just got to tell somebody.
All right.
Yes.
God is not a myth or an imagery of being. He is real.
Yes.
He is about the only thing that can save you today.
All right.
Once again, I say to you today, It's raining, church. The choice is yours.
Amen.
Amen.